Hey guys, this is Nate from RunDreamAchieve.com. Hope you guys are having a great week of training. Today's video's topic is how to improve running form and speed. These are two absolutely essential components of running success. I've always been a huge believer in strength training. Over the years, I've always focused on getting in the gym at least twice a week, where I'm focusing mainly on high repetitions of weight, but very low weight. You're not in the gym to build up mass. You are in the gym to make sure that you're working on your posture. So you want to make sure that you're staying as relaxed as you can at high optimal efforts. So if you're running at very fast speeds, if you're running a mile or a 5K, you need to be able to maintain your posture and maintain being as relaxed as you possibly can for as long as you can. And the stronger you can build your core, like obviously, and I've had a lot of questions on the channel on, what do I need to be doing in terms of core work and in terms of strength training to be stronger over the entire duration of my race. Great questions for sure. In terms of core work, I've always worked 100% on planks, crunches, and sit-ups. Anything that's going to make sure that you're able to maintain a relaxed posture while running at submaximal or maximal efforts is absolutely critical. I mean, you look at the sprinters, look at great runners like Michael Johnson is a perfect example. I mean, upright posture, he maintains his form even at high efforts, at maximum efforts. Usain Bolt is another example. These athletes obviously spend a lot of time in the gym as well. They're more sprinters, obviously. They're much probably have a much higher, not probably, they do have a much higher percentage of fast twitch muscle fibers as opposed to slow twitch muscle fibers like you and I, middle distance to long distance runners. So I think in terms of improving speed, improving your posture, spending some time in the gym, definitely working on lifting much lower weights but higher repetitions. So again, you're stressing the muscles, but you're not working so much on building mass. You don't want to get in the gym to gain weight, but you do want to gain lean muscle mass and building a strong core, strong upper body. Working on the running muscles of your body, your hamstrings, your quadriceps, your calves. But again, you don't want, in terms of improving your running form and in speed, there is no easy way to improve speed. You have to continually focus on doing one VO2 max workout per week where you're getting on the track, you're working on your sprint speeds and your overall leg speed. I spent many years where I was working on when I was in high school, trying to break the 4-minute mile. I never got down to that, but regardless if you're training for the mile or you're training for the marathon, you can always work on your leg speed. So doing, like I said, in a lot of other videos and in all my training programs and running courses, I have doing strides where they're short bursts of speed, about 100 meters in length. They're too short to build up any real legitimate amounts of lactic acid, so you can do strides. It's just a gradual increase in speed and they're about 100 meters in length, where you're spending around the last 20 meters at an all-out effort. So it's just a real hard burst, but it's too short to build up any lactic acid. That will not only improve your speed, but also improve your running form, because you're focusing on running at paces and at your form, running at paces that are so much faster than you're going to be able to be capable of running at, whether you're training for the mile or the marathon distance. These are all-out efforts, just about all-out efforts, but very short. Also, we talk about in terms of improving speed, you have to get on the track. You have to get out of your comfort zone, spend time training at paces that are far greater than your goal race pace. Not only is that going to make your goal race pace feel easier, but you're going to be able to sustain that pace over the entire duration of your race, and preferably slow down less than your competition. In terms of how to improve running form and speed, patience and persistence and tenacity. You have to be tenacious about this if you want to be great at what you're doing. You know, obviously we all have a choice. We can be average, we can be good, we can be great, and that's a personal choice that all of us have to make. Your goals may not be what my goals were. Maybe you're just trying to run faster over a long period of time and getting tired less. And that's really the overall goal in terms of improving your running form and improving your speed, is you get tired much slower than unless you know, as opposed to if you were not putting in that anaerobic workouts and if you were not getting in the gym. So in terms of improving your running form and speed, one of the key things you definitely have to keep in mind is definitely get in the gym at least once a week, where you're focusing on acceleration drills. A lot of times when I was with the World Class Athlete program, they would have us do 50-meter sprints behind the Strength Conditioning Association building, and we as marathon runners, I mean, we would be doing sprints with weighted sleds tied to us. So it's just, you know, it's a waistband around us, but we would focus on pumping the arms, focusing on really short, hard bursts. And again, that's going to improve your acceleration. It's going to improve your overall running form, because obviously you're not spending time with obviously weights on you while you're training for these longer races, but spending time in the gym, focusing on core work, focusing on your upper body muscles, your shoulders, your chest. But again, what I want you guys to focus on is do not focus on heavy weights. Focus on very light weights and high reps. Again, this is going to stress the muscles of the body. It's going to tax your systems, but it's not going to you're not going to be focusing on building mass. You're going to be focused on building endurance in terms of your muscles and strengthening your muscles. But overall, you want to tire less than your competition in the race. So if you're spending time on the track, you're doing your tempo runs, you're extending the amount of time you're doing your tempo runs and spending that time at your anaerobic threshold, you're lengthening your long runs, and you're spending a higher percentage of your maximum heart rate during those long runs, coupled with alternating your long runs, relaxed, easy long runs one week, followed by a harder, more aggressive type long run the next week. If you're doing these types of workouts on top of getting in the gym and focusing on your strength training, you are going to run phenomenal in 2021 and into the future, because you're going to have a stronger core, you're going to have better form, and you're going to tire less than your competition. Because again, you want to recruit more fast twitch muscle fibers, and you do that by doing the hard sprints, any type of explosive activity. Whereas if you're getting in the gym and you're doing box jumps, where you find a couple boxes and you jump up, and again, you're focusing on very quick, you're focusing on form, and you're focusing on lifting in your arms and relaxing yourself, relaxing your body as the best as you possibly can while you're doing this. Those acceleration type of drills, or medicine ball drills, where you're throwing a medicine ball up against the wall, 20 to 50 times for repetitions. Again, that's strengthening the core, your core muscles, your obliques, your abdominal muscles, which will come into play definitely when you're trying to race fast over any given distance, whether it's the 200 meters and you're an all-out sprinter, or you're focusing on the marathon, more of an aerobic event. All of these types of fast, medicine ball drills are great too. Those type of explosive type activities are going to help you improve your running form, and especially in terms of your speed, getting on the track, focusing on your VO2 max workouts, where you're stressing the anaerobic systems of the body to the point to your maximum efforts. And again, you can only spend a few seconds to a couple minutes max at those types of efforts. These types of activities are going to make you a great middle distance to long distance runner. And it's difficult. It's a challenge to be able to to get out of your comfort zone and stress do those hard anaerobic workouts, whether you're in the gym, and it hurts. Know that it's going to take time. It's definitely going to, results don't come overnight, and that doesn't occur. I wish it did, but whether you're getting in the gym or you're out on the track or you're doing your long runs, results come over many weeks and many months, and oftentimes it can take many years to get to a point where you're running at your optimal levels, where you're running at paces that you can only achieve only a few times in your life. And I've experienced that myself. But doing strength training will obviously improve your running form. It's going to help you overall on your speed as well, because you're stressing the running muscles of the body. They're going to be more not only stronger, but you're going to be able to stabilize and stay focused and stay relaxed better than your competition. And that's really the key. You want to always keep in mind when you're in the gym, focusing on lightweight, high repetition. So, if you're doing planks, you're doing crunches and sit-ups, focus on, again, everything is, your body will adapt regardless of what stress load you're throwing at it, but you have to allot the proper time. And it does take around 21 days to 3 weeks for your body to adapt to any stress load. So you may want to do, if you're doing sit-ups or crunches, start off with a specific amount and focus on that amount for 3 weeks, and then increase the amount of repetitions you're doing. And the same goes with if you're starting off with, say, you're benching 85 pounds. The bench, I think, or the bar itself is, I think, 25 pounds. So you're starting off with very light weight. Focus on that particular weight first for a specific amount of time before you start jumping to the next weights, increasing your weight, how much weight you're lifting. So that's very important too. So always focus on progression. If you're wanting to improve your running form and running and your overall speed, focus on one effort, allow time for your body to physiologically adapt to that effort, and then increase. So it's, again, we always focus on progression with whether you're strength training or you're trying to improve your speed. You got to focus on allowing your body time to adapt to that stress that you're throwing at it. And if you do that, coupled with allowing time to, on your easy days, jog on your easy days, because the hard days are going to be so difficult, and you want to be stressed, you want to be out of your comfort zone on those very hard days. So relax on those easy days and allow your body time to adapt and to recover from the hard workouts you're doing. So I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. Again, if there is a specific topic or something I didn't cover as in depth as you guys would like, feel free to leave me a comment below this video. I'll either respond to your comment or I'll make another video and go a little bit more in depth on what it is that you're kind of looking for in terms of improving running form or your overall speed. Speed will kill in any race, whether you're training for the mile or the marathon distance. The longer the race, the more speed is oftentimes neglected. And the smartest athletes are always working on improving their speed. You can do this every single week. Not even with just doing strides. Over a 4-month period of time, you're spending many miles at sprint paces. And that's on top of all the other workouts you're doing. And again, strides are too short to really build up any lactic acid. So you can do this over many weeks, many months, and that's going to continue to help you improve on your running speed. And again, these are so short. They will help you recruit more muscle, fast twitch muscle fibers, on especially the speed workouts themselves, those longer duration speed workouts. Those are really going to help you because you're training at very high lactic acid buildup intensities. And the more fast twitch muscle fibers you can recruit, the more efficient, the more economical you're going to run when you race. And you want to be better prepared than your competition. You want to be better tapered down so that when you get to your initial race, the main race you're focused on, you're relaxed. You've done everything possible in training. There's nothing in training and in that race that your competition is going to throw at you that you haven't already experienced in training. Training should be the most difficult part of your preparation. That's how I train. So when I went to my big races, I was totally relaxed. I looked around me and I saw my competition. They were always kind of like tense. It's normal to be a little bit nervous, but you don't have to be like just overly stressed out and worried because you've done everything. You've taxed your body to the limit in your strength training, in your speed workouts, in your long runs, in your tempo runs. You've done everything in training first. so that when you get to the race, there's nothing your competition can do. So I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. Feel free to click that subscribe button and the bell icon if you haven't yet. That way when I make new videos, you'll be notified. I really appreciate if you guys give me a thumbs up. That definitely helps the channel grow and reach more people. And I really appreciate all of you guys and gals that come here, that are seeking out answers, that are wanting to be better and wanting to get to that next level. And that's why that's why I'm making these videos. And definitely, again, if there's a topic or something you have on your mind or something that you need help with, don't be afraid to ask. Do not suffer in silence is a quote I once heard that's very, very important. Never suffer in silence. Don't be afraid to ask questions. So I hope you guys have a great week of training, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.